Hey guys, happy Monday. Alright, let's just wait for a couple of you guys to hop on. I feel like I haven't just had a one-on-one chat with you all for a few days, because it has been a few days. Alright, so I have something awesome that I'm going to chat to you guys about this morning, and I hope it's going to give you all a little bit of fire so that you can actually start to do something different. Like, do something different with yourself and your life. Hey Lauren, how you going? Alright, so if you guys are here, let me know that you're here. Say hi. This is what I want to talk about. You guys know I just like getting straight into the topic. So what I wanted to chat to you guys about this morning is what it actually takes to create radical transformation. All right, I mean what it actually takes to change something in your life, and what it means to shift, transform, set goals, all of that jazz that is, you know, it's really popular to talk about. But how many of you, how many people out there are setting goals, claiming what it is they want, but nothing ever changes? And I want to chat to you right now about why that's the case. Why people don't ever change and what it takes to create radical transformation. Because here's the problem, right? People think about their money goals. People think about their fitness goals. People think about their health goals, their wealth goals. All the goals, they think about them and they write them down, and they're like, well, this would be nice. I want to lose this much weight, or I want to earn that much money, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And 12 months later, 2 years later, 3 years later, literally nothing has changed. They haven't shifted anything. They haven't changed anything. Nothing new is happening, and they're not transforming. Do you want to know why? Because they don't know. Most people don't understand, or they do know, but they're not actually actioning it and implementing it. What it actually takes to create radical transformation. Are you ready? I'm going to tell you the secret. The secret. What it takes to create radical transformation is to do something you have never, ever done before. Something that when you think about it, you literally ask yourself and say to yourself, how am I going to do this? How on earth am I going to do this? I have no freaking idea how I'm going to create this shift. I have no idea how I'm going to create this change. That is what it takes to make transformation happen in your life. Because what ends up happening is people write down their goals and then they think about what is obvious to make it happen. You want more money, you want more savings, well, I'll start saving. So then they start saving and nothing changes, nothing happens. They fall back into old habits, because that's the definition of insanity. People keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different outcome. Guys, it doesn't work like this. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for me. It's not going to work for anyone. If you want to get to the end of the year, or get to the beginning of next year, or do anything different throughout your life, you have to be able to say to yourself, I need to do something I have never, ever done before, number one. Number two, it needs to be something that when you logically think about it, you have no idea how you're going to make it happen. And that's why it makes you feel uncomfortable. But then you need to release the how. Forget about the how. You need to trust, you need to know that as long as you are doing something you have never done before, that is what is going to create radical transformation. But there are too many of you out there because it's comfortable. It's comfortable to stay in the same spot. It's comfortable to stay in the same space. And to know you want change, to know you need change, and you logically think about what you need to do, but what ends up happening, you go and you do exactly the same thing that didn't work the last time. Is this making sense to you guys? If this is making sense, send me some love. Give me a hell yes below. Is this making sense to you? How many of you get bored creating goals? How many of you get bored thinking about your 2018 resolution? I don't even talk about that stuff anymore. When I work with people, when I coach people, i.e. my inner circle mastermind that just finished in November, but we're still running, I didn't make them go, okay, ladies, what are your goals? Now let's think about everything you've always done to try and get there, and let's just keep doing that. Let's just keep doing everything you've always done that hasn't worked before, and that's why you're here now, and that's why nothing's changed, and that's why nothing's going to change, because you just keep writing down the same goals and the same action that you need to take. Because it's comfortable. I understand that it's comfortable, but comfortable is not going to create radical transformation. And if you're trying to achieve a different outcome, but you keep doing the same thing to try and get there, nothing is going to change. And this is hands down why most people do not shift anything. This is why most people don't create radical transformation in their life. Because maybe they don't understand, or they're not willing to do what they have never done. Like I said to you, you have to ask yourself that question. If you want something in your life to change, I don't care what it is. What is the thing that scares you the most to do? And what is the thing you have never done before, to the point that you have to ask yourself, I have no idea how I'm going to make this happen or how I'm going to make it work. If that's how you feel about it, then I can promise you, if you take action on that and you execute that, you are going to transform. You are going to create a new outcome for yourself. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? Why people don't ever change? Why they keep getting the same results day in, day out, week in, week out, every month, every year, because they're not doing something they've never done before. That might sound cliche. What you're doing right now isn't working. If you're not currently happy, if you're not currently where you want to be, then don't you think maybe you need to change what you're currently doing? It makes logical sense, doesn't it? But then people go, it's like they trick themselves into safety. They're like, yeah, I'm writing out my goal. Let's do this. I'm going to do it. Let's write it out. Let's think about what I need to do to get there. And then they write out the same things every single time. And they take action on that. And it's the same thing that didn't work the last time, and they feel comfortable doing it, and then they go, see, I can't do it, doesn't happen, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I'm not deserving, I'm not capable, because you're not doing anything different. So I want you to think about this. I really want you to think about this, and I'm realizing this more and more and more, and I need you guys to understand this. If you actually want to create radical change in your life, then you need to start doing the things you have never done before. The things that scare the crap out of you. The things that when you think about it, you have no idea how you're going to do it. But that doesn't matter, because the pain of remaining where you are, staying where you are, is greater than the uncomfortable feeling or the pain or the thought of having to do something you've never done before and having no idea how you're going to do it. How do you think all the great people in this world, the most successful people that you know, how do you think they got to where they are? They didn't get there from doing the same thing. They didn't get there by having no guidance. They didn't get there being comfortable. Every step of the way, they asked themselves, what is my goal? What is it I want to achieve? And what is it right now that I have never done before in order to achieve this? The thing that is scaring me, The thing that when I think about it, I actually have no idea how on earth I'm going to make this happen. Then they do that. And they figure it out as they go because they act on trust. They take inspired action. They do what's necessary and they break the cycle. This type of action, guys, is going to shift you internally. It's going to break your internal pattern. It's going to shift your internal programming. You're breaking the cycle. When you break the cycle, you start to create different results, different outcomes. And this cannot happen if you aren't doing something different. Everything you've done before that you think you need to do that's going to get you to where you want to be, guess what? It hasn't. And that's why you're exactly where you are right now. So I really want you to think about this, especially we are about 3 weeks away until 2018. How quickly has this year gone? So quickly. And if you aren't doing something different right now, or if you aren't really letting what I'm saying sink in at a deep, deep level, and you're not asking yourself, what is something I have to start doing? What is something I have to begin doing that I've never done before, and I actually have no idea how I'm going to make it happen? If you have the guts to do that, every time you want change, every time you want to create a shift or you want to transform, if you have the guts to ask yourself that question and you can act upon it, I can promise you, your life is not only going to start shifting and creating change, but it's going to start shifting very, very quickly. Because as I said, you're breaking the cycle. You're creating different neural pathways in your brain. You're wiring your mind to feel and think and believe differently, which is obviously going to create transformation. I cannot say it enough. This is why people do not shift. Because they're not willing to do what they've never done before, because they will say exactly that. I don't know how to do it. And that's exactly the point. That's what you need to get to. If you don't know how to do something, then that's probably the very thing you have to do that's going to create a different outcome. Because what you've been doing is not working. It hasn't worked, and it's giving you exactly what you've always gotten. So, I have definitely brought fire this morning because I am feeling it. Let me tell you, I am feeling it in my own life at the moment. This is a message coming through me to you, and I really want you all to hear this. Hear it at a deep level. Let it sink in and do something with it. How uncomfortable, ask yourself, how uncomfortable are you willing to become? What is your uncomfortable radar? Are you willing to put yourself in a situation where you have no idea what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, but you know it's the very thing you need to do? And trust and have faith and know it's the step you need to take. And because you're showing up, because you're taking the inspired action, you'll be supported in the process. And what you want, the transformation that you want, is just going to be a result of you being courageous. All right, I am going to leave it there. I hope I've really got this message across to you all. If I have, let me know. If you're just jumping on now, go back and watch the replay because I brought fire in this video. All right, and let me know if this has really hit home for you, if it has shifted something within you, or even if you know exactly what it is you need to do. All right, sending you guys lots of love, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye.